And welcome back. Wow, that last segment right there. We're still eating from that. Welcome back. Our next guest is a co-founder and president of the Labor of Love Association Incorporated. She joins us to speak about her nonprofit organization's upcoming Heart to Heart concert. It's a beautiful concert, and it's raising awareness on heart disease and so much more. Please welcome to the show, Hallia Baker. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello. How are you?
Let me see. You look very familiar.
I am very familiar. We went to school together.
Oh, there you go. New York Institute of Technology. Yes,
You
indeed.
got it.
And we did all the parties for all the colleges, of course, Lehman and
Oh my
colleges and
goodness.
university and the step shows. Nice to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? Well, we always knew you were going to make it. I remember sitting in the cafe and just hearing you do the show from the studio at school. And we all said, Bob's going to make it. We're not even worried about him.
We had everything in that cafeteria: rock and roll, punk rock, we had
Everything. Remember
reggae,
Clint?
R&B, disco.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And a lot of people sat out there. They studied. They played cards in the lounge, and it was wonderful.
Absolutely.
So,
I
what
was
are we
one of-
working on? You have this nonprofit organization. Talk
Yes.
a little bit about how you got started with that.
Basically, yes. Really, how it started is actually the name of the organization is the Labor of Love Association.
Mm-hmm.
And we started back in, I would say 2004, kind
Yeah.
of like it was a memorial to my mother. She was a pastor and a community leader in Harlem for many years.
Oh, yeah.
And when she passed away, we
Mhm.
decided, let's do something to honor her. And so what we did was we had first a memorial service and we hosted it like an Academy Awards kind of event. We did segments of her life from early days back in South Carolina, coming to New York, how she
Mhm.
started the ministry, and we interspersed it with singing and poetry reading and what have you. And so people enjoyed that so much they said you should keep it up. And so we started out with the Labor of Love Association, Labor of Love concert.
Mhm.
And then someone said, well, maybe you want to get behind something. So at first we were supporting St. Jude's Children's Hospital because she was a supporter of children.
Yes.
And then we supported some animal charities. And then someone said, well, you know what? Listen, there is something that's happening in our community. And that what's happening is that we're failing in our health.
Mhm.
The number one killer is heart disease, and it's a silent killer. And so they said, well, you know what? Can you do something surrounding that? You just don't come together just to sing and dance and whatever, but
Yeah.
have a purpose. And so I decided to do that, and we came up with the concept of Heart to Heart Concert, Healthy Praise for Healthy Hearts.
And
so
then you're
that's what
working
we
with the Labor of Love organization also, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's the base of this organization, right? So Heart to Heart is one of our initiatives. Yes.
Wow. So you still remember Francis? Remember Francis in the lounge and Jamie, Jamie Storms and
Oh my God. Going back. And
Harlemites, and they live in the Bronx
oh,
also.
oh my God, we're going back a ways.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause, you were on the communications track and I was on the architecture track, so we kind of split. But
yeah.
either way, here
That's
we
right.
are.
We're together now.
We're
And
together now.
when and where will this concert be hosted?
We are hosting the concert at Symphony Space, and that's on
Wow.
95th Street and Broadway. And
Uh-huh.
it'll be September 6th at 6 o'clock.
A lot of history in that place there.
Oh, a lot of history. A lot of
Yeah,
history.
yeah. So I like those outfits that you guys wear too. Did you come up with that idea?
Yeah, well, I'm not a fashionista, but my sister did.
She came up with the idea and
She
the
came up with
look?
the idea.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Where do the proceeds come from? Are you looking to reach
Basically, what
out
we
and?
do, yeah, what we do is we charge not a lot of money because we don't want to be about overcharging people. I think a lot of the concerts right now people are complaining about they're so expensive. I
Yeah.
can't even afford to attend. So our tickets are reasonable. They're $40 general seating, and we have $36 for children and seniors and groups. And we do this in order to support the American Heart Association. So 25% of what we bring in supports the American Heart Association.
I mean, we really, really need this, and we need to
Oh yeah,
continue to create the awareness about heart disease and all the other things that are attached to it. A lot of the
exactly.
degenerative diseases that are out there, because if you look around, everybody knows somebody who has passed away from a heart attack or a stroke or, or fell short at an early age. You don't
Right,
have to
right. It's
be in
not
your
even old.
70s or 80s. But
That's
they're
correct.
doing this at an early age. Is it attributed to diet or environment, or what did you
Oh,
find?
it's a combination of a lot of things. I mean, I'm no doctor. I used to work for Mount Sinai Hospital, but basically, our diet plays a major role, especially in the brown and Latino community. We eat fatty foods. We're all guilty of it. I mean, I was looking at the meal that you were just having, and I was
Ah,
like,
you
I
see,
wish I was there.
I just took a little bit of it, but it was it was
Oh,
good.
but it's
I mean, you
very
got to make
tasty.
yourself happy too, but you can't do
Exactly.
the same thing over and over every day
Exactly.
throughout
Exactly. And I
life.
think if people do things in
There
moderation,
you go.
it's fine. It's when we overindulge that we get
Mm,
ourselves into trouble and we don't have a balanced diet.
yeah,
Everything works on balance. If we balance our diet, we'll be a lot healthier. Mix it with eating the right foods, cheating every now and then doing a little exercise.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really that hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add it to it. Have you been back to visit New York Institute of Technology?
I have not. They've been writing me for constantly come to an event and I need to go. Have
Yeah.
you?
Well, I haven't. I get the mail though. The Alumni
I do too.
Association, they want people to come together and be a part of it.
Yes.
Why don't you
Yes.
start it? I'll come.
Okay, good. All right.
You
I'll have to
will?
make that an effort. Yes, I will.
All right. So you got to keep that little card that they give you and give them a call and say, all right, yeah,
Exactly.
we're going to bring some people
Exactly.
together. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what's next for you and your organization?
What's next for us? I mean, as we do this, I mean, our goal would be to develop a scholarship program.
Uh huh.
And this scholarship program will be for students that want to study and stay local. Because a lot of times you can get a scholarship to go out of the country, out of state. But a lot of times people are married, they have kids, can't get away to study like that, but still want to get an education or further their career. And how can they do that if they can get some support to help them, buy their books and, pay for some of their tuition, and still be home, still be close by.
Yeah.
That's our goal, and we're working on that.
That's good. That's good. I love what you're doing. How did you find out about BronxNet and what we're doing over here?
I found out about BronxNet because I know a young lady by the name of Phyllis Shelton, and she asked me, she said, are you doing anything? And I said, matter of fact, I am. And Phyllis and I work together. I'm a professional meeting planner. And so I do conferences, and Phyllis has assisted me with many of my conferences. So she was talking about BronxNet. And then I also know Barbara Mayo, who had a show on BronxNet, and I
Yeah.
interviewed with her a couple of years back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Phyllis has been working with us for many, many years. She's a good person. But she moved out to Vegas, I believe, right?
I know. I say I'm jealous of you, girl.
She said,
I guess
whenever you feel free, you can come on out here and visit.
that's what she tells
Yeah,
me
yeah.
too.
Just bring a little bit of cash if you want to spin a wheel or, pull
Yeah,
that,
she's a
they
great
get that one arm
person.
banded, pull that
Get
down
that one arm bandit going. Exactly.
and see what happens. Good, good.
Uh-huh.
Do you have
Yeah.
anything coming up next that we can participate in?
Well, I'm going to be working with another gentleman by the name of David Fletcher, and he does what they call the Young Event Planners Artist Showcase. That's coming up in July. I do not, unfortunately, have a date yet because he's looking for a location.
Uh,
Normally it happens in Manhattan at a small kind of like bar situation, and a lot of people, kind of say, "Wait a minute, you didn't do gospel at the bar?" And it's yes, we are. And we found that people are open to a lot of things. You just don't expose them to it. And don't think that just because I'm sitting at the bar, I don't want to hear some good gospel. And not only is it gospel, we have an Asian woman that comes and does her show tunes. We have a jazz team that comes in. So anyone that wants to just get out there and showcase their talents, that's what we're doing. So keep track on the Heart to Heart healthypraise.com site, and I'll have
yeah.
updates about that as well.
Do you call it that, gospel at the bar?
I guess we could, right? I remember the last year when we were there. I mean, the pool sticks went down. People came over with the glass and just enjoyed
Yeah.
themselves. And a couple of people said, "You know what? I need to go back to church."
Yeah, let's see how strong you are against temptation. Come on, we're going to sit you at the bar. We're going to put
There
on a
you
nice
go.
gospel show. Get into the music, not the drinks.
There you go. There you go.
Or tell the bartender we're only serving water today.
I don't think that'll fly. But
Or
anyway,
wine. I think wine is safe, right?
wine is
Yeah,
okay. It's safe. It's safe.
yeah.
Exactly. It's part of the spirits.
There you go.
different type of
But you got Symphony Space coming up before that, though, right?
Yes, Symphony Space is actually coming up afterwards. That's September 6th.
September
Symphony
6th.
Space at 95th Street in Broadway, 6 o'clock. And it's very easy to get to. The 2-3 trains run right there, the 1 train, lots of buses, the thoroughfare from any of the West Side Highway. You can get there. It's very easy.
All right. Where do we go? How do we get there to find out more about you and your
You will find
organization?
out more. We will have tickets on sale starting on May 12th. And if you go to our site, heart to heart, healthypraise.com, you can find out all the information about what's going to be happening. And if you also go to symphonyspace.org, they will also have it. Tickets are sold through Symphony Space.
There you go. Thank you so much. Hallia Baker, co-founder and
Thank you.
president, the Labor of Love Association Incorporated, Healthy Praise for Healthy Hearts. We love you and thank you. Nice seeing you again.
Nice seeing you again, too. And I'm going to meet you at one of those alumni events.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't age. What's going on here? Should
Well,
we?
you look good, too. I think the only thing happened to me was I got white hair. It used to be black.
Well, mine is trying to change too. I'm just dealing with the color, a number of
It's
whites
that
and grays
distinguished
coming
look.
in all over the place. But
The
I'm loving it.
distinguished
It's good. I love it.
Exactly.
Matches my
Embrace it.
gray jacket and shirt.
There
and
you
everything.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we'll meet up again, okay?
Absolutely. Look forward to it.
Perhaps you can come into the studio the next time we talk.
All right. Very good.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right. We'll
you.
take a quick break right here. I've got more open coming your way next.